something I can see turning out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost a... But heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to, quiver and pulsate.
Agent Gray is a man in the business of secrets. He keeps secrets for other people, he prevents secrets from escaping into the world, and he makes it his business to investigate the secrets of others. For somebody who keeps as tight a focus on his subordinates as Agent Gray does, it should be no surprise that he already knows Alistair's greatest secret, before he's ready to admit it. So, we should probably talk about the Exorcist.
Okay, so I think St. Garcia Flores, 30 years old, Texas-born, travels widely, active as a professional exorcist for at least 10 years, known for lack of affiliation with the church or indeed any organized religion, which is an anomaly amongst the type. And aside from the information in his file, we crossed paths during the Queen Mary case.
You're lying, aren't you, Ezra?
Yes, well, that's not technically a lie. We crossed paths during the Queen Mary case. I didn't say it was the first time I met him.
Let's see if that pans out.
Yes, our post-operation interviews revealed that St. Garcia Flores was invited to the Queen Mary exhibition. I'm not certain how you two became acquainted, but I know that he's been tagging along with you for a bit. By which I mean we also spotted him in Kenway, Nevada, on social media posts connected with people from that town. While agency protocol does allow for the cultivation of assets relevant to individual missions, I am curious why you managed to keep this one from one mission to another.
The presentation of the initial evidence in Agent Coy's disappearance, sir. Everything about it suggested to me that there was a high probability that this was in Mr. Garcia Flores' bailiwick, as it were. His expertise was invaluable in revealing the false positive aboard the Queen Mary, and sir, I saw an opportunity to continue to cultivate a relationship that might allow me to decipher the situation in time to save Agent Coy's life, sir.
And I certainly appreciate your expediency with that mission that was, as you know, had the potential to go south in a number of ways that we were not prepared to. I mean, how do you account for a town missing?
Yes, sir. I say it is highly unlikely that St. Garcia Flores would be in league with a man like Julian Springwood, based largely on his reaction to the deception perpetrated aboard the Queen Mary, sir. He has proven himself to be honest to the point of self-sabotage. I simply cannot reconcile what I have observed with the possibility that he is faking it, sir.
Perceptive of matters beyond our comprehended reality, and honest to a fault. I suppose there are worse combinations. If you're going to continue working with Mr. Garcia Flores, I would simply ask that you make clear to him the rules around discussing this with people who we do not work with. Rather that you let him know that this is all top secret.
Of course, sir.
If I can then follow up the immediate question, how much does he know about us? Does he have any reason to believe that you work outside of the Bureau?
That's interesting. I don't think I ever... Out of character.
I think I know that you work for the government, or I can infer that you work for some branch of government based on the work you do and the documentation you have, but I don't think that I would have any reason to believe that you don't work for a government, like a piece of the government that I don't already know about, like the Bureau.
Yeah, I think because I've been very unspecific. I don't believe I've given him any reason to suspect otherwise, sir.
I'm very glad to hear it. Let's keep it that way. You can continue working with Mr. Garcia Flores under these conditions. I have no other qualms. If anything, it would be helpful to have someone on our team who doesn't know how our team operates. If we're dealing with someone who, at the very least, is claiming to be able to read minds. Well, you see where I'm getting with this.
Yes, sir.
He tosses you a manila file folder. That's the information the FBI was able to provide us on Dr. Julian Springwood. I have a copy here myself if you want to read through this together.
I will put nose to paper.
You open the file and you see a number of photos, both his official author photos and also what looks to be some social media pictures. This dude is exactly the kind of jackass you think he is. There are some backpacking across Europe photos. There's him posing in front of several monasteries. You know he shook hands with the Dalai Lama. There's official author photos, and there's also a couple surreptitious photos that look like they are taken from behind newspapers at cafes in France.
Incredible. Classic.
It is a full dossier in that respect. You can see very clearly at the top, Julian Springwood, PhD, etc. Born 1968. Heir to the Springwood Acoustic Company. And son of August Springwood, the company's founder.
Springwood Acoustics.
Springwood Acoustics, that's right.
Speakers or
speakers. August Springwood, his father, was instrumental in the development of 5.1 sound back in the early 90s. Their company turned out of the post-World War II technology boom, tied up in space race contracts, that sort of thing. Yes, Mr. August Springwood turned his technological expertise to the creation of audio technology and devices, commonly speakers. We do not have a full understanding of what he's done with those government contracts, as of course the FBI is not entirely willing to share that information with us. But while he has dealt with matters far more practical in our reality, it seems that his son, Julian, has spent his father's fortune and his time on the planet Earth developing non-conventional skills. Primarily these god-awful self-help books of his. He sets 3 of them down on the table.
And it's the missing 3 that Alistair didn't get, and they have a complete set now.
Gray sets his hand on the stack of books. I'm not going to read these. But we own them. And that's nice. From what I can tell, and from what I've been informed by our partners at the FBI, they are typical, he struggles for word, self-help psychobabble. With the key exception that he has proposed, he starts flipping through a number of pages. Oh, hell, where is this? Proposed an alphabet of sorts that he believes allows you to unlock and ascertain the true powers of the human... Here it is. Recognizing Patterns, chapter... God, this stuff is awful. He flips the book around, and you see a number of symbols that were drawn up inside of the tent and were held up in front of St. Garcia Flores when he did his little experiment in the preceding episode.
Interesting.
He calls it the combination to the human mind. Frankly, Agent, and I know we deal with a lot of the unexplained and extraordinary, but this is the most horseshit thing I've ever seen printed on paper.
Yes, sir. Alistair's trying not to laugh at his superior saying horseshit. Sir, it occurs to me that if his background is in the development of acoustic technology, it might be worth investigating the possibility that there's a component of using infrasound to influence his audience.
Gray spins the book back around to himself as if what you had just said would have been written on the page in front of him. That's very, very perceptive of you, Alistair. I think we can certainly include that might be a factor, some subliminal messaging maybe. I don't know how that explains how he himself is able to access confidential information, but that can certainly clarify how he seems to have such a strong effect over those around him. That explains the influence, but not the perception.
I wonder if perhaps inducing him to perform his feats of discovery somewhere away from his technological resources might allow us to narrow down the possibilities there, sir.
I believe that's certainly possible, although I'm not certain how we would arrange that. Perhaps you or even the Exorcist may be able to get closer to him and uncover more, or get him away from his environment. I'll leave that to you.
Yes, sir.
One final thing, while, and this may be speculative, it would seem that founding cults is a family business. August Springwood ran out of his Colorado home, Springwood Manor, a New Age scientific community called the Brotherhood of Enlightenment. This was in the 1970s. Information on this is far more scarce than anything we've been able to pull up on modern-day Julian Springwood and his Church of the Open Mind, as he calls it. This is, of course, due to a lack of surveillance technologies available to us at the time, and simply that we did not know that this family was in any way a threat. Although, to be fair, we don't entirely know if he is at this point. This is certainly worth investigating.
Yes, sir.
Anything else from me, or can I send you on your way?
I don't believe so, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Make sure to, keep your distance from fellow operatives.
Yes, sir.
We're in a precarious position, as I'm sure you can tell, and I don't want the entire spiderweb to go down with you.
Alistair, nods and will beat feet.
Ezra McAndrews, could you tell Rose that I'd like to see her again, please, on your way out?
Of course, sir.
And with that, you are free to leave the RV.
Okay. I press use door handle and exit the RV.
Tap E.
Yeah, I tap E to exit the RV.
There's a door loading animation while it loads in the next area.
Yeah, I like...
We make so many fucking jokes about old PC games in this game.
I mean, yeah, but that's just the vibe, though. Can you imagine? ParaScience is like an old
the Kickstarter
PC game?
for our ParaScience game is going to be launching.
St. Garcia Flores, or rather Matty Trumbo-Gomes, what are you up to?
You know I'm hauling ass to the Crystal Garden. I just had a fight with my friend, the guy I hang out with. I don't know.
What are we?
Hey, we hunt like monsters and stuff together. What are we?
Oh my god.
Monster hunters.
We're monster hunters, obviously. Yeah, so I think that like I don't remember exactly how the end of that conversation went. I remember. Never mind. I dropped that fucking line about you don't need to talk to a hammer, and then I left.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and so I think that
rough.
with that, I'm doing just kind of a few random loops to clear my head. And this may have been said in a previous episode. Are there like maps of this? Like, I keep thinking about this place like it's a fucking convention, and it's not, but it sort of is. But is there a way to know like where to go or what stuff there is, or is it really just like wander around and hope for the best? I'm assuming it's the second one, but
I bet there's little signposts.
There are parts of this event that are very impromptu. And that while it's clear they have booked certain people, and certain people come up with frequency, there are also a lot of vendors and weirdos that are just kind of showing up and operating maybe outside the limits of what they're supposed to do and what the event is expecting.
Sure.
So
but there are landmarks.
Right. What I mean by this lead-in is that there is no nicely illustrated map of this place.
I assume so. But there are probably... Are there maybe, like, signs that say, like, this way to the beer garden? Because you know there's a beer garden in this place. This way to the food carts. That kind of thing.
Yes.
This way to the tents. So when you're fucking blasted, you know which way to go to get back to where you sleep.
Yeah, there's not a perfect brochure that has, like, you know... In 12E is this particular vendor or anything like that.
Sure.
But there are absolutely, there are directional, like, kind of impromptu signs, once again held up by, like, gasoline cans or whatever, like, filled with sand.
I was imagining those, like, really shitty, weird plastic ones that you get for when you have, like, a garage sale that you can write whatever you want on them. And someone's just gotten a bunch of those in, like, bulk at Home Depot and crossed out garage sale and written, like, Crystal Garden or whatever.
Sure.
Are there any of them that say yard sard? Just as like a joke.
Yard sard. Yeah. The silence from Ben means yes.
Yeah. No, there is. But, like, you know, there are directional signs that, point to at least vendors that way, exhibition hall that way, you know, whatever the fuck the exhibition hall means here.
Sure. Well, not something you necessarily want to go to unless you're into some specific stuff, probably.
It's, you know, it's whatever. That being said, yes, you see the sign for the Crystal Gardens.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, I just want to go to the Crystal Gardens so bad. And the thing is, like, what does Saint want, right? I have to speak to the Saint that lives in my heart. And I think, like, at the beginning of this, he was like, I want to talk to the ghost people. I want to go heckle the ghost people. But I think he just got in a fight that he's, like, feeling kind of, weirdly disquieted about, that he really was not expecting feeling this emotionally invested in. So I think he does want to have the serenity of the crystals. So let's go to the Crystal Garden. I want to see what's up.
The Crystal Gardens is a fenced-in area, although it is not fenced in a way to keep people out.
It's to keep the crystals in.
You're locked in here with the crystals. It is decoratively fenced in with a plastic, only a couple foot tall faux picket fence.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like the
That's
kind
cute.
you would see outdoors at one of these events.
Yeah, totally.
The grass is equally fake.
Yeah.
It is AstroTurf. It is rolled out. And you can obviously see over the fence into this area, and you see these massive, what appears to be limestone slabs.
Sick.
Some of them have kind of these little brass holders and hooks off on the top of them or hanging off the side of them. Some of them have carved like circles, display windows in the center. And lo and behold, in the center of those are the crystals. They are basically all kind of large display pieces for these various crystals, glass balls, what have you. And as a result of all of these kind of setups, there is some beautiful light coming from the sun, reflecting and refracting down onto the grass, onto the surfaces of other stones, onto other crystals. This is a purposeful art exhibition, light and shape and structure. And it is intended as a meditative space. There is an individual who is fully embracing the New Mexico January sun and is, as a result, not wearing a ton. But is standing by the entrance. They have a very peaceful vibe about them, and I would say too many necklaces.
Can I ask a question as someone who knows slightly too much about crystals?
Oh, of course.
Okay. You say orbs. Glass?
Yeah, like glass blown orbs that you would buy at the beach.
Sure. So not solid.
No.
They're not solid glass.
No.
Okay. Because those could be a fire hazard, and that's why I wanted to clarify if it looks like we are a fire hazard in the making here.
No. This is
they
purely,
are like blown glass.
Blown glass.
Great. Cool. Sure. Does it look like this is the gatekeeper to the crystal garden? This is the like owner of the crystals or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I assumed.
Please.
Cool. I would like
the crystal connoisseur.
Yeah, the crystal guardian, which is from something else. I would
crystal
like to.
maitre d'.
Yeah. Crystal keeper.
Maitre d'. The crystal sommelier. I would like to. I would like to walk up to them. Is there like a gate to go into the crystal garden, or is it view only? Does it seem like...
No, there is indeed a gate. There is a front entrance. You are allowed to walk amongst the AstroTurf.
Okay.
And yeah, this individual is like standing to the left of it, and they have like a little... They have like two... They have... I'll describe this individual further. They are wearing board shorts. They are wearing what appears to be basically a concession, like a baseball stadium concession box that is like strapped around the back of their neck. And then they have like a another receptacle attached to the so stupid. They have another receptacle attached to one of the fence posts, like end caps.
My brother in ParaScience, you made this character.
Yeah, I know.
Also, I think my joke about this is what Andy wishes he was went unheard. I just want to make it again. Okay. This receptacle looks like a pay to get in situation. Yeah.
Yes, it does look like that.
Okay. Is there a sign that says how much?
No.
Of course not.
Pay what you want.
You're allowed to address this individual if you so wish.
Oh, you know I'm fucking going to, because I want to hear what voice you're about to do. Yeah, so I'll walk up to this individual. Hey, how much to get in?
It's sort of a pay-what-you-want arrangement. We simply ask that you leave your bad vibes in this box, and any money you wish to donate to the Crystal Cause can go in that box.
Crystal Cause.
Fuck it, I'm deserting the department and joining the Crystal Cause.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out with Alistair anymore. I want to hang out with this person. This is my new partner in fighting ghosts. Okay, I think that can be done. I'll, pull... I think I probably have, a 5 on me. I will donate that to the Crystal Cause, and I will enter the garden. Is there anybody else in there?
Your contribution is most appreciated. Have a good time among the crystals.
Thanks, Bill and or Ted. Is there anyone else among the crystals?
No. No.
Cool.
No, there's not anyone among the crystals at this time.
Okay, cool. I'll just
as corny as it looks, it is a genuinely kind of beautiful place to be in. The limestone is polished to a degree. It's not just slabs of rock. There is a cool mix of color and light and shape, and it's fenced in a little bit. It's pretty big actually, and it's fenced in a little bit. So it feels. It's not like you can never not see the edges. But it feels enclosed in a nice way. You do feel like you're in a meditative space. If you want to dwell on whether or not there's life beyond the stars, or if Alistair's being mean to you on purpose.
Well, I know the answer to one of those.
Yeah, you saw the alien.
Yeah. I don't think he's being mean to me on purpose, weirdly. I think that's just kind of who he is, which I don't know if that makes it worse or better.
He really is just a dick. By accident.
He's just, but I don't think he can help it. It's the problem.
I mean, he might be able to, he might learn
Maybe
to
he'll
help it
learn.
at some point.
Yeah.
Maddie,
He's
I just
a
want
fixer-upper. Yeah.
Maddie, I just want to clarify before our fans ask, did you leave your bad vibes in the receptacle?
Oh, I love my bad vibes. I genuinely think he was, kind of pissed and, God, I don't like this place. I don't like the way I've been treated here. I think maybe I should just go home, but, people are, blah, 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 and then runs into this fucking crystal person and is you gotta leave, and I'm I think he's yeah, man, I will leave my bad vibes at the door. I'm entering a crystal garden. My day could be worse. I'm sure he's also thinking about, God, it must be a pain in the ass to move all this stuff around to get this all set up. This is really, really intense.
From deep inside Springwood's tent, you can just hear, "It is."
Oh, fuck.
No,
Crystal knew, I'm ditching this character. I'm ditching Alistair. My next character is a Crystal Garden roadie.
Yeah. Yes.
We're gonna become uncomplicatedly anti-establishment.
Yeah, we're about to have so much fun on this podcast.
No more worrying about whether or not I've accidentally played a cop.
Nope. Is there anything of note or of interest in the Crystal Garden besides the fact that it kicks ass here?
Oh, it really kicks ass. You can go ahead and roll to relax.
Great.
No, if there's anything you want to talk out in character here in the Crystal Garden, you are most welcome to.
There's no way I'm doing that.
Whisper your secrets.
Intellectual empathy to relax. I feel like that makes sense.
That does make sense. That's
Yeah.
that's a most incisive move.
Attune yourself to the vibes of the crystals, man.
My vibes are attuning. Well, I rolled 2 negatives and 2 positives, which cancel each other out, which is annoying. But that's a 4, because I rolled with
It sounds
empathy.
to me like you found balance.
Yeah, I'm feeling balanced. I'm
2
feeling
negatives
a
and
lot
2
better.
positives? Is that not just what life is?
Have you brought balance to the force, Matty?
the crystal sommelier is yelling at me over the fence, and I'm like, yeah, man, you're so right. Yeah, I have found peace in the Crystal Garden, and also achieved my sub-goal of this arc was to go to the Crystal Garden. So, I'm feeling satisfied with what I've done here today, and I get on my motorcycle and I drive away.
I achieved peace in the Crystal Garden, and all I got was this dumb t-shirt.
Yeah, That's what they're selling outside, actually. And all I got was this rad t-shirt. I think it's a positive.
Yeah, no, it's definitely...
What I got was this rad t-shirt and, like, inner piece.
Yeah.
Cool.
New ParaScience t-shirt idea.
This was a cool, stop. I will leave the Crystal Garden, but my character feels so much better.
You can also, by the way, hear one of those kind of, like, Tibetan, like, bowl instruments.
Son, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Cool. Although you can't seem to determine its source. It just kind of seems like this entire field full of crystals and rocks. It's just kind of giving
the
this off
harmonics from
naturally.
the rocks. Yeah, it's just, that's what happens. That's their song.
Alien from,
it's beautiful.
TOS. Horta? Is that a Horta?
His name is Bones.
Excuse me.
Hey. God damn it. No, for real though. There's a fucking rock alien, right?
I think so. I don't remember.
I'm not making that up.
I don't think you are. Great. I feel at peace. I have looked at some rocks, which is my personal goal most of the time. Okay, I'm gonna leave the Crystal Garden. That was not the sound of somebody who's at peace. But I am. So I would like to leave the Crystal Garden.
Before you leave the Crystal Gardens.
Yeah. Throw an event in my path.
A woman who is, despite the weather, wearing 3 different types of all black. Some high-heeled lace-up boots. A skull necklace. Has at least one DSLR camera strapped to her waist. And has a selfie stick and ring-lighted cell phone mount in her other hand. Stops you and says to you directly, Saint, "Hey, while you're here, do you want to film a TikTok?"
I got her name, right? I'm pretty sure I got her name in the second arc.
Yes, maybe someone stated it. You could recognize her.
I'll go with something a little bit more neutral. Yeah. Do I know you?
I should hope so. I just hit 800K.
Girl on what?
Most sites.
That's pretty impressive, actually. Good job. No, but I don't use... I'm 30, I don't use social media. Parentheses, there are plenty of people who use social media who are 30. Saints being an asshole. Yeah. Everybody in this chat, anyway.
I was gonna say, I routinely use the I'm 30 excuse for people like, do you have TikTok? I'm like, no, I'm old.
Yeah. But, no, I don't use social media. I'm 30. Were you on the Queen Mary?
Yeah, like 2 months ago. Did you see my YouTube video on that?
No, I was there.
You were also on the boat?
Yes. Yeah, no, I was also there. That would explain why we recognize each other.
Oh, I don't remember you from the library tour, but there were only like 6 or 7 people there, though.
Yeah, I dipped before the library tour. I believe our host had to leave that tour rather abruptly, as you may recall.
Oh, yeah, but he came like right back and kind of... I mean, he looked like he had been crying, but I just figured that was the salt air.
No, that was a direct result of my friends and I's actions.
She doesn't know how to reply to that.
I felt really bad about it, to be fair. He was having a hard day. I didn't mean to make him cry.
No,
anyway.
miss, it was me who made that 50-year-old man cry.
Yeah, I split off from the group to go investigate with some companions of mine and ran into him there. Which is why you didn't see me on the library tour, because I interrupted the library tour to deliver some bad news to him. That's beside the point. So yes, I was there. Why are you here? Aren't you, like, ghosts? I guess I'm technically also ghost, but I'm here with a friend, so that's different.
A friend, you say?
It's easier.
Oh, which creator are you collabing with?
Okay, once again, I don't use social media. I'm 30. I don't have a TikTok. I have a website, like a regular ass website. That's just mine.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too, but even with the discount, Squarespace is still pretty expensive.
I know, right? I had a friend actually just build a site for me separately, because I tried Squarespace, and it's just... Anyway, we are never going to get sponsored by Squarespace.
I mean, sure, yeah, I tap into ghosts, but, I'll cover just about anything that has, that's, kind of strange, kind of weird, kind of creepy. It's really whatever, I mean, my audience makes plenty of suggestions, but I just go whichever way the wind blows. But by that, I mean ghosts.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. What are you TikToking in the Crystal Garden? It's a cool garden, but, I don't think there's a ghost here.
She gestures behind her. The crystals.
Fair point. Got me with that one.
I actually read an article that the algorithm really actually prefers videos that switch colors a lot, and I figured I could just do if I just stuck out, that one scene in Titanic where they're kind of going around in a circle. If I just kind of stuck out the camera like this and just kind of went around in a couple circles, then I would get a lot of kind of light refraction on my face, and I don't know. I think that would at least be a really cool boomerang.
Mm-hmm. I mean, worth a shot for sure. I'll help you if you need help. That sounds like a one-person job, but, I'm not really doing anything else right now.
Well, I could do it like that, but if you held the camera and focused it directly on me, then if you could just do some high-angle sweeps, and I'll turn around the opposite direction, we'll get a cool counterclockwise thing going here.
Okay. Repeat for somebody who didn't go to film school.
She physically hands you the grip of her selfie stick.
I take it.
So, I need you to start the camera up here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn around this way. She does so in a way that kind of gets her suit jacket tails to,
spin, yeah.
Spin up behind her.
Catch air. Yeah.
And then I'm going to spin this way. And I just need you to bring the camera down this way.
I can do that.
Cool.
I'm not a total boomer. Okay. We do that. I do that.
Go ahead and roll rapport.
Yeah. Really? Okay. I think my rapport is alright. Let's see if that's true. Yeah, it's a +2. That's alright.
Maybe you'll do better at this than finding peace.
Yeah. Well, I had a hard day.
I mean, if we want to be funny, you could do shoot.
I was going to say, can I do craft because it's technology?
Oh my god, that's really funny.
Wow, it's another 0 if you can fucking believe it. It's a negative, a positive, and 2 neutrals, which puts me at a +2 because I have a +2 in rapport.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you do a couple test runs of that. She makes you do 3 or 4 takes, real Stanley Kubrick energy. But she looks through all of them and she swipes back and forth between the various attempts, deletes 2 of them and then favorites the other 2, to post later, I guess.
Sure.
So what were you doing aboard the Queen Mary? Can I interview you?
Sure. I don't see why not. Officially or just as a casual... I've done interviews in the past. I just want to make sure I have clarity about what we're doing here.
Oh, for TikTok, but if I have enough audio, I'll put it on my blog.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do an interview. Do you want to... Maybe let's not do it in the Crystal Garden where people are trying to, find peace and stuff. I just don't want to be disruptive. I'm sorry. I know it's a good background, but,
Sure, yeah, you do a bit of a back and forth. The interview is odd because she isn't making eye contact with you. The only way that you see her face is through the reflection of her screen as she holds it up and far away from the both of you, that you are doing this entire interview standing behind her.
She's fascinating. Okay.
That's how fucking TikToks are made.
Sure.
Just another day at the TikTok factory.
Oh, you hate to see it. Happy May Day.
Happy May Day. But she asks you about what you're doing here and what your job is. Once she finds out that you're an exorcist, she latches onto that and she's like, so who are the kind of people that call you for have you ever seen a really scary ghost? And you can retroactively decide how truthful you were about those encounters, or if you hamped it up for the camera. But yeah, eventually she calls cut and looks through, kind of once again flips through a bunch of clips, and she's like, yeah, I think I've got what I need. What did you say your name was again?
Saint Garcia Flores.
And do you have like any, like, do you have like a business card or any like social media handles I can use?
Yeah, I do have a business card. I think we established, so I'll hand her my business card. It has like my email and my number and my website, stuff like that.
Great. Floor is yours.
When did you get here?
Oh, I showed up last night. I wanted to make sure that I got like early parking.
Yeah. Did you see that big ass revival tent that's over on the insert side of the area it's on here? It's this like self-help guy named Springwood. He's like doing the whole like unlock your mind shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that guy. That self-help stuff is like kind of outdated. But people like really like those like culty religious vibes. I tried to like get an interview with him directly. I waited out back behind the tent between the RV and his tent. But this kind of big guy said he wasn't taking interviews at this time.
And that was earlier today, yesterday?
Yeah, that was this morning. I thought I could get him before his show started, but he didn't seem willing to talk to me. Or at least that's what the big guy said anyway.
That doesn't surprise me. That guy seemed like muscle. Interesting. He says he could read minds. Which is
that's
crazy
sick.
Shit. Yeah. Well, it's sick until he does it to you, and then I really was not a fan. I did not like it very much, actually. I thought he just had plants in the audience, and I'm wondering if maybe there was something else going on. But, okay. Thinking. Anything else you think is worth checking out?
I don't know. There's that person selling magnetized water. If that's the kind of thing you're into, I don't know. They're an interesting conversation. I wouldn't get wrapped up in the person that is trying to prove Ghostbusters was a documentary.
No, I tend to avoid those kinds of people.
But other than that, I don't know. I'm having fun. Flat Earthers are a little hit or miss here. But it's up to you, really.
This is the DM telling me directly. It's up to you.
I don't know what you're talking about. The DM doesn't sound like this.
You could, if you wanted to.
Oh, I don't, actually. I really like my voice down here.
Yeah, no.
She says before adjusting her voice back up.
Yeah.
Wait, who's speaking?
Trans queen.
Hang on, who am I?
Okay. So he's got muscle, for sure. There's no other points of interest, really, that she's into. He has an RV out back, though. I wonder if he's still doing his bit. And I wonder if I could get into that RV.
Ooh, interesting.
How do you feel about breaking and entering as a concept? Specifically breaking into that man's RV.
I mean, I know a couple people who did some urban exploring videos a while back. But those buildings were unoccupied. With people. They might have been full of ghosts. I'm kind of nervous about breaking into a building that might already have people in it, but I guess if no one's there, it's okay.
I'm going to take this as a no, but I appreciate that you tried to, like, work your way to a possible yes. That was very considerate of you. Okay. Great. So that's a no. Thank you for your time. I'll probably see you around. I'm definitely not going to go do anything illegal. Bye! Unless she wants to continue this conversation. I'm going to go try and break it into that RV, maybe. Fuck, right. I don't have any tools for breaking and entering. Every time I think I want to break into a place, we have no skills for breaking into a place, as previously proven. Okay, I need to figure out.
Is there a fucking level up mechanic in Fate? I say as someone who's been playing Fate for a while now.
Yeah, I think there might be. We should look into that between this section and the next.
But alternatively, like, I'm going to be honest, would Saint take a level of breaking and entering? Probably not.
No.
I think that's an Alistair thing. But
That
Alistair's
is fair.
with me because we just had a fight.
Yeah.
So, okay. But I do think I want to go back to the tent. I think that's his next thought, is like, he's not doing interviews. That big guy is keeping people away. He's clearly the muscle. Cool. I'm gonna do the, like, great, I'm gonna go do something illegal. Bye to her. Leave the Crystal Garden. As I'm on my way to the RV, I'm gonna text Alistair and say, I know breaking and entering didn't go so good for us last time. You want to try again?
What you've just been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players are Ezra Kaye as Agent Alister McAndrews, and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show. Our theme song is by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. We are currently in the process of remastering and transcribing earlier episodes of the show, and for that I would like to thank Glory Duda, Marcel Hood, and Julie Cooper, as they write down our every word and weave an intricate web of audio for you. You can stay tuned to our social media channels for more information on these developments. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can follow us on social media at InfinityBreak23 and check out our website for all of our other podcasts at InfinityBreak.net. We appreciate you listening to this program. If you want to help spread the word, there are a good many ways to do that. Word of mouth helps us immensely, and you can add us at ParaSciencePod on Twitter. And while you're at it, why not tag InfinityBreak23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/InfinityBreak, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. And if you listen to Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. That's all for now. Let ParaScience expand your way of thinking and offer you 10 easy steps to becoming a telepath at home. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.